Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They run with the rookie from Virginia State, Trenton Cannon. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll run. This is Cannon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Aguilar has it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Wentz now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Wentz to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And now running right through it. And a a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Being chased out left. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
12. 21.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Now Ryan on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Cannon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Straight 15, straight 15.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Over the middle to Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Left. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Here's Fuller. At about the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a 1st down. Ryan, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Rolling to his right. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And all the way down to the 37. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Cannon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cannon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little game. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Giants ready to come out now. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the kick by Elliott is good. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
22!
From the gun, Ryan. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Ryan trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, South! Hey, Tuesday!
To throw again, Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ryan now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Let it go! Back 25! Let it go!
To throw again is Ryan. Looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Shreds the tackle. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half. And
there goes Sterling Shepard. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 76 yards. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will put them on top here in the third. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go again with Cannon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for him right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Lion, lion, lion. Lion, lion, lion.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Trenton Cannon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
81.
Again, it's Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Ryan on first down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Tuesday. 11.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
You've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants!
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Ready, blue 80. Ready, blue 80. 11. Gun. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
That's it. 46 down, man. 5-4. Listen.
A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 47 yards. Wentz looking very much like his pre-injury self. He's got the Eagles on the move with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Trenton Cannon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
22.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays,
21.
makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Throwing on first down. Ryan. Looking for Shepard deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Hey, Tuesday.
Throwing again, Ryan. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Wentz to throw on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On play action, it's Wentz. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Brashad Perriman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Now Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And New York set to take the field.
Gun, gun, gun! Ready, set!
On 1st and 10, Ryan. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Finding room inside the 40. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Rashawn Perriman, 53 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Ryan again. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. He got 29 yards that time. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, Ryan. Incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep down, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Ryan will throw again. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down. Ryan, he's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Play action. Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
cash, look at the cash coming